Okay, so if people in pubs are asking you to start using comms and you have no idea what any of these blocks are called, maybe you're on a team and you guys are trying to figure out what everything is called so that you can make successful passes and know where each other are on the field and everything, but you have no clue where everything is and what it's called, I'm gonna explain that in this video. Alright, so first, I'm just gonna go over what each of these blocks are called. I'll do that pretty fast. You can slow down the video or stop it. And at the beginning, hopefully I didn't forget. At the beginning, I should just put a picture and labeled everything. Full disclosure, I was too lazy to do it, but here's a picture if you and your team want to make your own callouts or everything. At least most of the stuff, so that you guys could figure it out. So, okay, so this is double diamond. Most people know that. This is bow tie. Everybody knows this pretty much. Okay, so these are called stations, this and this one. And people, by the way, people do have different names for these. Like, people disagree on these a lot. I'm just telling you what I call them and what most people call them in pubs and on most teams. But you guys can, like, make up your own callouts. You know, if you're pub stomping, it's great to confuse people. Alright, this is called trap right here. Over here. This is called popcorn, and that's popcorn, that's trap, you know, it's the same on both sides. This here, a lot of people call satellite, I call it star, but it doesn't really matter. This is called cloud. This one, everybody calls this something different. I call this hail, because, you know, hail, cloud, but everyone calls something different. You can call it hail if you want, don't worry about that one. This is called Pac-Man, this and that. This is called ghost. You know, Pac-Man eats the ghost. This one is called Nugget. This one and that one. I call this diamond. Some people do call this star. And if people are calling this star, then call that one satellite. This is shield. Pillar, pole. Shoulder. That's shoulder. These are sometimes called L's or boot. Most people call it boot. This is clock tower, or clock, up on top of this, and this is just backboard, obviously. Goal, over these things on the side, these, like, I call this nose, some people call it, like, sliver. There's different names for this one as well, a lot of different names, so that might get confusing. Down here in this little, like, thing, this is called trench, and up there, this is just called sky. I call it sky. Some people call it like backwards trench, but that's too long. Just call it sky. So yeah, that's basically just what all of them are called. And now I'm gonna tell you some of the comms. Okay, so the really basic ones, if from the other team is like right on your teammate or like really really close, then you say red. If they're kind of close, you say yellow, and if they have plenty of time, you say green. You know, it's red, light, green, light kind of thing. It's just simple, easy, quick to say, and once you do it a lot, it pretty much just becomes a habit to scream red when somebody is on your teammate. So you should get that in no time. Okay, so when you want to pass from your teammate, there are 3 things you can call out. Number 1, are they red, yellow, or green? You should always add that somewhere. So like if you're here, you can be like red pack, which pretty much it indicates to them that they need to pass it to pack really quickly. You say green pack, they can take their time, look around, decide what the best pass actually is. And yellow's obviously in between that. Another way you can do it is, let's say they're coming from mid, so they're just like pushing up over here on top of bow tie, and you're over here like coming like this. Instead of saying, oh, I'm in between pillar and ghost, you can just be cutting, like you can say on your left. You're cutting on your left. Cutting, have you ever played basketball? I don't know what that is, but cutting is basically when you just cut towards the goal. So, I mean, this isn't like a lot of sports, but so if you're cutting towards the goal, that just means basically, most people use it when you're inside a bubble. So basically, if I'm going like this, like cutting left, so then they get me the pass, and I just put that right in. There's no like exact definition of when you're cutting and when you're just flying, but you know, you get it. Everyone gets it. So you can just say like, I'm on your left, or I'm below you on your left, or trench left, something like that. Even if you're not exactly at trench, they'll look down before they pass, or at least they should. They shouldn't just go like that. But hopefully they'll look down before they pass, and they'll see that you're right here, and they'll just give it the pass. So you don't have to be exact with it, but it's always better if you're anchored, and you can tell them where you were. I forgot about this. This is just called mid. I mean, there are names for these, but people pretty much just say like left pink diamond, or it's like people don't really, no one really uses these. People just say mid, and you look at your teammate. It's not really, you know, to come in left tube, right tube. If I'm on blue team, obviously. And if you go upside down, if you like going upside down, you should get used to it because the callouts don't change. If you're here, up is down, down is up, left is right, and right is left. So you'll be over here. This might, you know, it's on the floor for you, so it might look weird, but you still have to say it's right shoulder, even though it might look like it's left on the bottom. It's not, though. Not for everybody else. If your whole team plays upside down, then you can come up with you know, different kinds of nicknames for them that make it easier for you to understand. But yeah. Now, if you want to give one of your teammates a pass, then it's pretty similar. You should just call out to like where you're passing, like passing right, passing left, passing down, passing Nugget, wherever it is. Just call that out so that people know. The person with the disc should be talking 100%. A lot of people think that only the people that want the pass should be talking. Not at all true. The person with the disc should be calling out like if somebody is covered so that they can move. They should be calling out where people should go. They should be calling out when they're gonna throw it, like where they're gonna throw it. And if they want somebody to cut, you have to say cut. You can't just throw it in front of somebody and hope they go launch out and get it. You have to say cut or go forward. When you throw it in front of somebody, it's called a lead pass. So I guess you could say like I'm lead passing, but that just doesn't sound right. But yeah, it's called lead pass if you didn't know. There are also some other kinds of things that don't really have to do with the disc, like what goalie's comms should be like. The goalie should have the most comms on your team, 100%. You know, in pubs, goalies don't really have comms. Don't expect them to, but if you're on a team, 100%, they should have the most comms. They should be telling you, at least on defense. I mean, on offense too, 100%, but on defense is really where they need to use their comms. They need to tell you where everybody is, because they can see the entire defensive area, except for behind them, but that's your job. Well, no, it's still their job. They should turn around if the disc isn't right next to them. Anyways, they see everything, so they should tell you exactly where each of your enemy teammates, enemy teams teammates, where everybody on the enemy team is around the field, so that you can go cover them. And yeah, because you might not be able to see them. Like if you're over here, someone's at shoulder, you'll be covering over here like, damn, where's that fourth player? But if the goalie can see everything, you're gonna be like, somebody left shoulder, go cover him. Person at shield, that guy comes up here, blocks the pass, clears it, and then they don't score that goal. With regrabs, if somebody's in front of you, you can just call out their name. If they're, you know, if they're more experienced, I'm sure they'll just understand to turn around. Or you could say their name. I need a stack. Stacking is regrabbing. Yeah, it pretty much just depends on the person, but you know, you can just call out their name. Alright, that's it, guys. Hope that helped you and your team / pub team. And hope you get, holy fuck. Alright guys, that's it. Hope that helped you, and now you know where everything is and how to call out where you are and when you need passes. was not that bad, honestly. You the fucking monkey, am I right?
See you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh.